Greetings, comrades. We ask the question, why are elections in the United States held on a Tuesday? Most people are wondering why not Saturday, why not any other day. If you follow closely the elections in the United States, you will realize that elections are held on a Tuesday, the first Tuesday of November. So for decades, federal elections in the United States have been held on a Tuesday after first Monday in November. Originally, election day varied from state, but in 1845, a law was passed to set a single election day for the entire country. That was in 1845. The law was passed to set a single day for the entire country. At first, it applied only to presidential elections, but it was later extended to congressional elections as well. At that time, the United States was still largely an agrarian society. For farmers, who made up a majority of the labor force, much of the year was taken up by the planting, tending, and the harvesting of crops. Early November was a good time to vote because the harvest was over, but the weather was still relatively mild. Still, some days of the week were better than others. 2 days were definitely out of the questions. Most Americans were devout Christians, and that set aside Sunday as a day of rest and worship. Wednesday, in many areas, was a market day when farmers sold their crops in town. In addition, a travel day was sometimes required. In rural areas, the nearest polling place might have been several miles away. And in an era before automobiles, getting there could take a while. If people couldn't use Sunday or Wednesday as their travel day, then that meant election day couldn't be on Monday or Thursday either. And so Tuesday was perceived as the best option. The reason that election day was specified as the Tuesday after the first Monday was to prevent it from falling on November 1. That day was considered unfavorable because some Christians observed it as All Saints' Day, and also because merchants typically took the first day of the month to settle their books for the previous month. Although Tuesday was chosen as a matter of convenience, voting on that day is now more commonly seen as a hindrance. Less than 2% of Americans today are employed in agriculture, and many people work on Tuesdays throughout the year. As voter turnout rates declined over time, some people proposed that elections be moved to the weekend. Others suggested keeping election day on Tuesday, but making it a federal holiday. While those particular efforts have not been successful, increased opportunities to vote early and by mail have had the effect of making election day less central to the voting experience than it was. So now you understand that a law was passed in 1845 that elections will be held on a Tuesday. So it's Tuesday today, or this evening is Tuesday. In the United States, it's during the day. So they are busy voting in the United States. So observe, next elections again after 4 years, they are going to fall on a Tuesday. So this has been happening since 1845. You might be living in the United States of America. You want to share your experiences with this election, please write in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, please do follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.